There we go. All right. Definitely shows that you guys are just ready to get started and ready to take this seriously right away. If you have missed any of the previous trainings, I do these every Sunday. We are now on week 8. And if you do not have the recordings of the previous weeks, please go ahead and let me know. You can either shoot me a message here. There's a little option on your control panel where you can send me a message. You can just let me know that you would like those, or you can send me a message on Facebook, and either way, I'll be sure to get those over to you right away. So tonight, this call is a little bit different. We had something really special that we wanted to bring to you guys, and it's just been such an incredible last 30 days. I mean, really. The growth of this team, the momentum of this team, the love of this team has just been absolutely tremendous, and I have never even come close to experiencing before. And we have just been able to attract, our team has been able to attract just some really strong, positive leaders. And so what we wanted to do tonight was really just talk about some, not specifically strategies and not anything really, that we typically talk about week to week, which is very targeted, very direct, a very specific nugget that we want to take with you. Tonight we just really wanted you to walk away with this call with a certain feeling, a certain belief, and a certain idea of what it really is about as you grow this business, okay? Because, different people have different approaches to growing this business. Some people shoot straight by the numbers. They look at the numbers every single month and helping people to pop a rank or, whatever it is, they run it by the numbers. And for us, Eric and I work together very closely to build this team. And for us, it is truly about the hearts of people. It is about their desires and what they want. And we use that in order to best develop them and also to develop their business, because honestly, you become in the process. I heard a long time ago, I think it was Jeff Olson, that said that network marketing is personal development with a compensation plan. And I can truly attest to that, because it has really been being in this industry, growing in this industry, learning in this industry, that I have really been able to just develop myself as a person, as a leader, and it just leaks out into every single other area of my life. And I am now really able to see that happen for other people on our team. And it is one of the most exciting things to be a part of, because it's bigger than just making money. Of course, we all want to make money with this thing. That really, goes without saying. That's why we joined the business, is to make money. But it really is about who you become in the process, because after studying personal development for the last 10 years, I have learned that money only magnifies who you are. Okay? And it can sometimes expose some things about us that are not always so pretty. I have truly experienced that and had a big old smack in the mirror, tons of times. And it has just made me more aware of maybe some beliefs or ideas that I grew up with and that I just carried with me. And when you really come face to face with those and really say, you know what, I just want to be the best person that I can be. It's not just about having the biggest bank account in your neighborhood. It's about being the best person and the best leader that you can be. And that is truly something that you can not only get out of this business, but specifically what you can get out of this team. And that is truly what we look to do on a daily and on a monthly basis with you guys. It is more than just building your paycheck. It is truly about building and developing you as a person and as a leader. So what we wanted to do tonight was just feature a few people who we've been working with very closely. They are some of the top leaders on our team. We have several leaders. I mean, goodness, Eric and I took this morning, Eric is all about the strategy. He truly leads this team with the strategy. And when we were really laying out all of the people that we have on our team, it is such a blessing. In 10 years, had so many people on our team that just want it, that just want to go out there and get it. They just need to know what to do. So that is what we are excited about. That is why we wanted to bring you guys on the line tonight, because we had a few people that we really wanted to feature tonight on this webinar that are just doing it in a way that is just straight from the heart. And we wanted to feature them tonight and have them come on and just share their own personal stories about what they've been doing, what they're looking to do, how they can help you guys do it. And it's just a really, really exciting time for us. So what I would like to do now, okay, is I'm going to go ahead and bring one of those people on the line tonight. Tammy, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. We didn't tell anybody what order they would be speaking in tonight. We just said be ready to talk on the call. So, Tammy, I am going to unmute you. Oh, hold on. Eric just wanted to say a few things about Tammy before she comes on the line. Hold on.
Actually, hey guys, how's it going tonight? This is really exciting. We have a great showing tonight, and in a little while I'm going to really get into some great stuff and sort of piggyback on what Alyse was talking about earlier and give you some nuts and bolts about what we mean by having a great team and what that means to you and the benefits and so forth, and how to best utilize us and everything that ViSalus offers. But I'd like to have, I just wanted to introduce Tammy, because Tammy and I, as a personal trainer, Tammy and I actually met in a health club, and it was interesting because I didn't know Tammy was a nutritionist. I didn't know about that nutrition background. She actually was a personal trainer as well, and she is continued to be a personal trainer. And of course, you know, the business opportunity of this that side of it came to light, and Tammy was very interested in it. But Tammy didn't have any experience truly doing what she's doing right now, and the reason why I really wanted you guys to understand and sort of set this up is because a lot of people look at this and they always think, well, of course, you know, Tammy would do well. She's a nutritionist. Of course, Eric or Alyse would do well. They're personal trainers, or Renee, she's a personal trainer. Trust me, guys, we have 246 people on our team as a total, and I would say maybe 5 of them are in the fitness industry. So you're going to hear from some people tonight who've had no experience. And one thing that's really unique about Tammy's experience, she realized pretty much early on in this thing that it's not about being a nutritionist. You know, people don't want to know about the nutrients. People want to know about what you guys want to know about. People want to know, how can I change my body? How can I change my life? And that's the information they want. And Tammy's going to give you a really good perspective of how simple this whole thing really is, and how she really has, and as I as well, as we don't lead with being personal trainers or nutritionists or anything of that nature. So, Tammy, why don't you take this and share what your experience has been like over the last 60 days or so. Can you do that for us?
And just so you know, I put this slide up here just so you can, I always like to have a visual of who I'm listening to. This is Tammy right here. Okay, so you guys can put a face to the name and the voice. Tammy, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you here.
Oh, can you hear me?
If you have anything on speaker, you'll need to take it off of speaker. That's why it's doing that.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, that's good.
Okay, great. Wow, that's a picture of me and my mother. Isn't that great? I tell you, that woman is 82, almost 83 years old, and I am blessed to be so much like her. It's unreal. Unreal. So, to kind of tell you about the last 60 days, wow, you know, honestly, the last 60 days have just been totally amazing. It's been such a learning experience for me because, you know, I've had to kind of step out of my nutrition box and, you know, always preaching to people about nutrition. Even though people still come to me for that, that's not really what they want to know. And as long as you have a trust, people can look at you and trust you, you're golden. You know, because, wow, when I first actually looked at my site and saw that ViSalus recognized me as a regional director, I didn't know. I mean, I about fell over. I mean, I could just stand there and smile. I mean, when you look at what ViSalus has to offer us, I mean, it blows me away. We are all of us on this call tonight, are part of a phenomenal team. And, you know, everybody should know what team spells. It's together, everyone accomplishes more. I can't take credit for all this movement. I mean, it's a team effort. But I can say this, if you set your goals and you write them down and you follow through with them, it's a done deal. I mean, that's really, truly what you have to do. And be willing to listen and learn. Because I tell you, probably over the last 30 days, I have learned more from Eric and Alyse than anybody could ever teach me about this business. So use them and learn to, you know, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Listen and learn. That's the best, really, advice as far as upline goes. And, you know, set your goals, follow through, learn from them, and duplicate. And you're golden.
Awesome. Thank you, girl. And yeah, I mean, Tammy came into this, she was like, just tell us what you know, I'll do whatever you say, and that is exactly what she has done. She has just been so coachable and, you know, has just really, really wanted this from day one. And we have done everything, you know, to make sure that we do everything that we can to help her make this happen, you know, but she still had to step up and learn and change some beliefs and do some things that she wasn't really familiar with doing and completely step out of her, completely follow through on that. So thank you, Tammy, so much. I already put you on mute. I'm sorry because I was getting a little feedback. But thank you so, so much for sharing that. I really appreciate you. Next, I wanted to bring on Cutie Patootie, Miss Darlene over here. And gosh, Eric, go ahead about Darlene.
Oh, this is
Where
really
do we
cool.
start?
Oh, well, this is really cool. Actually, guys, where we start with Dara, and by the way, we have, I mean, obviously, there's a number of people that we really can recognize. We're just kind of sharing some people who were there from day one with you. And Dara is someone who's been here from day one. Dara, interesting enough, Dara's been here from day one, but she originally was my client. She was started out as my client in my fitness program. And believe me, our fitness program is really challenging. So within that first week, Dara made a commitment to see this thing all the way through. And trust me, Dara's gone from having tears in class to leading an entire movement. Dara is a rising director with us right now, and Dara, I'm going to let her tell you about her transformation. It's been absolutely amazing. But the one thing that you guys will get from Dara when she speaks is just the big picture about what this is really all about for us. And Dara, I would really I would want you to just share your heart and just share what's going on with you and all the change you've seen, the personal transformation, the physical transformation. We'll get to the business of it after you speak. Can you share with the folks what's happened to you over the last 90 days?
Hold on, I'm unmuted. There you go. You're there.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Well, this actually might be pretty emotional for me. First of all, I don't know where I would be right now if Eric and Alyse hadn't come into my life, because I know I wouldn't be almost 45 pounds lighter, 35 inches smaller, doing things in our workouts that I never ever would have imagined that I could do. But they've helped me to gain that confidence, and I'm still committed. I mean, the results that I'm seeing, and you know, for those of you who've seen what Jeff posted on Facebook, he has no idea what that means to me, how that keeps me going. To finally see that somebody else who hasn't seen me in a while can really see a difference. But, you know, the day I walked in the door, not only was it just Eric, it was Mike. Mike is the one who pushed me my first 2 weeks. He stood by my side.
And just so you guys know, I'm sorry, real quick, Mike is Eric's son and my stepson. He started this program. He woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 18 years old, to go and help coach these fitness classes. So just wanted you guys to know that. Go ahead.
But he stuck with me, and he's the one who said, Dara, you can do this. And here I am, a 45-year-old woman, got an 18-year-old telling me I can do this. Well, he was right, and I can do this, and I'm not done yet. But the love that Eric and Alyse, I mean, I feel like a part of their family. And I know, and I hope they feel like a part of mine, because they are. And I just couldn't do any of this without them.
Thank you, honey. Yeah, I mean, Darlene has been someone who, Eric met her first, and I met her maybe, a month later, something like that. And just had that desire in her heart from day one to want to make a physical change, and from that physical change was able to have that change every single area of her life. And she truly serves as an inspiration to our entire fitness program, and now to people online, through Facebook, just sharing her results, because Darlene has a big goal that she's shooting for. And she is able to reach into people's hearts that also have a big goal like that, and give them motivation, give them encouragement, and give them inspiration that they can do it too. And we are so fortunate to have Darlene on our team, because she, just really brings her heart to the table, just like Tammy does, and just really is that person, that role model that we have for people that are on a big weight loss journey. And she just continues to show up and push herself, and therefore push others every single day. So thank you, sweetie. We love us some Dar.
Can I just talk about the business for a second?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. One thing with Visalis is, and I've realized that for me, for what my goals are in life, the financial piece of it is just an extra for me, because I think the most important piece for me and my goal in life is to help other people and to help inspire other people. For me to just make a difference in another person's life is worth it. And that's all I really want to do. That's what God put me on this earth to do. So if I accomplish that and learn, I look at how Eric and Alyse, with their leadership and their strategy in this business, how it's inspired me and how they've helped me in my life. If I can do that for one person, I've accomplished what I've been put on this earth to do.
Amen, girl. Yes, absolutely. Thank you, honey, so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so we wanted to bring one more person on the line tonight, and this is so cool because I have actually known Shelly Costello for, I want to say, at least 3 years, and her and I met on Facebook, and I just truly respected her company. She has been in the network marketing industry. She has shot to the top of the comp plan in another business, and I just immediately had a lot of respect for this woman. And I tell you, when we first started this business over a year ago, she was one of the first people that I wanted to get in my business, because this woman is on fire. I mean, she put 300 people on her last team in a very, very short amount of time. 300 people team. Well, we had already developed a friendship and just a mutual respect for each other. And, it didn't really work out initially. She had other things going on, and her focus was going in another direction. And I am so thankful that just about, maybe 2 months ago, she contacted me, asked if I was still in Visalis. I said yes. I was just coming back into working the business. And she said, I want to join your team. And I was like, hallelujah. Shelly is here. And this woman is just incredible. She lives in Orlando, Florida, and I just had the privilege of meeting her and her husband what day is that? Friday. And, you know, she was coming to the Carolinas anyway, and we kind of met halfway, and we were able to sit and connect, and she had one of her business partners, Sherry, with her and her husband, and it was just incredible. I mean, you'll know as soon as I get her on the line, you will feel the energy that she brings. Eric and I had a tremendous conversation with her last night. This woman is about to just take ViSalus to a completely different level. And we are just very, very thankful, grateful, and blessed to have her on our team. So we wanted to bring her on the line tonight because she brings a certain perspective, a certain amount of experience, and really a certain strategy, if you want to call it, to bringing people onto her team. So I felt like it was really important for her to share it because she just has a really special way of doing things. So, sorry, I should have been doing this a second ago. Let me scroll down, Shelley, and get to you. We're here in alphabetical order here. And what you guys are seeing on the screen right now is actually a postcard that she put together. The reason why she wanted to join the business is because she was using the product and getting tremendous, tremendous results. People were asking her what she was doing. She was literally melting in front of people's eyes. And that's when she said, you know what, it would just make sense for me to come on board with this company. So here we go. Shelley, are you there, babe?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can. You're good.
Great.
Go ahead, Mama.
Okay. Well, first of all, I just want to say I hope you can hear me. We're up here in the mountains, in the Smoky Mountain National Park up in Bryson City in a cabin on top of a hill, so I wasn't sure we'd get internet, but we got it, and that's a beautiful thing. But I was so glad, and knowing I was coming to Carolina for a vacation, that I would get a chance to get anywhere near the North Carolina state to see Alyse and make it happen. Because as Alyse said, I had watched her from afar on Facebook and on the internet and just watched the way she led people and just how she handled herself. And so I was just really excited to know her. And I know she was in the industry, and it just wasn't, I guess, my time earlier when she had approached me. But what happened was, I guess, in this picture you see there, I was a size 18 W20, 243 pounds. And I'd come pretty much to the end of myself, pretty depressed. And actually, my friends had reunions up here in North Carolina for several years, and I wouldn't come because I was so big. And this year I was in my skinny clothes, so I was coming. But all that to say that I wanted the weight loss. Let's just start there. And I found the product. And I wasn't sold yet on anything else except that I knew I needed the weight loss. And once I saw the pounds starting to melt, and I saw this was working, and people were saying, oh my gosh, like you're melting away in front of me, I realized now I wanted something to go with it to market, because I'm a marketer. That's what I do. But not only that, there's something more than that to me. I didn't just want the product, and I just didn't want the weight loss, and I didn't just want the business. I wanted the leadership. And thankfully, my first exposure ever to the industry was in another network marketing company by a man that changed my life. So, and taught me a lot about this industry. So I went looking for my leader, basically. I had 15 people approach me about ViSalus, but I went looking for my leader. And when I sat down and said, I want this product, I want this company, but I want a leader. And I even had my other leader from my other company calling me to get me into a company that I thought was some other company. Little did I know it was actually ViSalus, but I didn't answer the call because I was making my own search, and I went out to get Alyse because I knew that this was the leadership I wanted to be under, because I was making a decision. And once I do that, when I make a decision, it's done. I'm going to do it. And it's kind of what I learned. Just do it. I mean, just do it. And I wanted that leadership. So that's why I am here tonight with Alyse and her great husband, Eric. And I feel blessed to be able to have them. And I so highly value them. And I come to you humble, transparent, open, and teachable, and say, even though I've been in the industry, I know nothing about it. I knew nothing about what I was doing before when I built my business, or this time with the people I put in. I don't even know. People ask me how I got paid, and I said, every Monday and on the 15th of the month. Well, that's not what they meant. I didn't really know how I got paid. I just knew one thing I learned. If I could love people enough, I could get them in anything. if I could just provide people with the thing they crave the most, which number one, if I could just walk up and break the ice and make them warm and fuzzy, and if I could give them a warm, fuzzy feeling and give them a smile and then just reach out spontaneously and hug somebody and love them, which is something they want appreciation, they want affirmation, they just want to be accepted, even people who are overweight. You know, society just puts us, if you're not just perfect looking, society just kind of like rejects you. And if I could just love people enough, I could really make people do just about anything I want them to do with enough love. Forget showing them a comp plan, forget a DVD. I had a couple people say, I don't want to see that. I just want what you got. Just, you know, sign me up. So I really believe, and I guess my strategy is, because I did a little video on compassion, is I'm just going to love people. I'm going to love them so much that they're just going to want to be with me because they and I've had people, one lady that was so just like really backward and all, just really come out of her shell and just bless me when she said how great she feels, and her life is changing. And I want to just thank my people. I know I got some people on the webinar tonight. Jack, superstar, I just want to thank you. And I'm here in this incredible cabin with my husband, Patrick, who is totally on board, using the product, working out, and my superstar, rock star, Sherry Clark here. And I'll tell you what, Alyse, we are just we want to change lives. And we want to take my team, and even Jack and everyone down there in Florida, I love you all. My team, everybody on my team, I think connects with me because they're all about what I'm all about. And I think my whole team has this vision that goes far deeper than a BMW, far deeper than national or invest. That's the goal, but is loving every single person we can touch to health, wealth, and wellness. And that's just kind of it. I'm done.
This is where you drop the mic. That's a drop the mic moment. Thank you, Shelly, so much. Shelly's being very modest, but she owns a very successful marketing company. She has already personally sponsored 13 people into this business, and she has not even gotten started. I mean, this woman, she runs networking groups in Orlando, 19 networking groups in Orlando, and has over 11,000 people between all of her networking groups. This woman, yeah, and she's only really talked to 50 people about this business. So I really wanted Shelly to come on the line because when Eric and I really were talking to her last night and after meeting her and just, really, just feeling her energy and meeting her husband, who her husband, by the way, has already lost 20 pounds and lost 3 inches around his waist. Hello. And Sherry has also already lost about 40 pounds. I mean, Shelly is so right because this is so much bigger than the tangible things. This truly, truly is about making a huge impact in people's lives and just knowing and believing and being confident in the fact that we have something that they need. It's going to save them money. It's going to save their health. It's going to save their home, possibly, whatever their financial situation is. And Shelly's approach is spot on, and that's why we wanted her to come on the line tonight, is because it really is just about loving on people. Of course we want to get them in our business. Of course we want to hit the different ranks in the company. Of course we want to see our paycheck grow. But her approach and her quote-unquote strategy to doing it is so extremely important, and it's really a huge component to why her business is growing and is just going to continue to grow because she leads with the heart. And I really wanted to feature her on this call tonight because when she really shared her perspective and really went there with where she's going and what she's looking to do and the mission that she's on and the impact that she wants to make, it is something that I really want you guys to understand because, that's what this team is about. That's really what this product allows us to do. I'm sure if you go anywhere, you're really becoming more aware of the fact that at least 8 out of 10 people that you see are overweight, whether it's 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 150 pounds, whatever it is. More than that are in some sort of poor or deteriorating health. whether it's cholesterol, blood pressure, diabetes, intestinal issues, whatever it is, just low energy. And then there's also people that are walking around that are on unemployment, that are about to lose their job. Their company is downsizing. They're working 2 or 3 jobs. They hate their job. All of these different scenarios are an opportunity for us not only to go out there and recruit people, but an opportunity for us to truly go out there and change people's lives. You can be so confident in the fact that you have something in your back pocket that you carry around with you every single day that can truly make an impact and change people's lives. So thank you, Shelly, so much for sharing that. We'll be hearing a lot from Shelly. I did want Eric to kind of get on the line and share what we have lined up for this month, because he spent this morning, we actually got, what size is this, like 5 by 5?
It's like the 8 by 10.
Yeah, we have, well, what we have right now, we have this 5 foot by 5 foot piece of whiteboard in our bedroom right now, and we laid out the entire team and looked at the team and, you know where they want to go and what they're looking to do and, excuse me, how quickly they're looking to get there. And we have October laid out. Okay, so I wanted him to come on and just really share the absolute boom that is about to happen in everybody's business this month, and just give you guys a perspective that you're probably not seeing yet, but just, kind of lift your perspective so you can really see the big picture of what's going on. Eric, let's go.
All right. Okay, here we go. All right, this is what we're going to do. What I want to do tonight is make sure everyone understands generally the flow of how all this works. I get that everyone gets a big picture. This is health, this is wealth. These are the really right now, they're the 2 most important topics that we're talking about in our country. People don't have enough money, people don't have enough health, and it's actually reaching epidemic levels on both sides of the fence. So it is the perfect storm. And like Shelly said, all the extra money, or who makes extra money, but it's not all about the additional income. It's way bigger than that. It's a movement. It's a cause. If you guys have been around with clients and friends that Alyse and I have trained and helped them make physical transformation that incorporates, workouts and the whole 9 yards, our biggest focus has always been the personal development aspect of it. And also in our back pocket, we always had the plan was, well, if we're going to have them to use this wonderful product, wouldn't it be amazing for the very people that we're working out to go from clients to become friends, to become family, and to become financially independent in the process? Talking about a transformation, how about that? And that was our goal right away. So what we've been able to do is we've been able to harness the power of really about a good 20 to 30 people, and through that, we've been able to take that out to Facebook. And what you're seeing right now, the reason why the Super Body thing, you kind of see this logo here and there, is because that is where our roots are with this. And our goal was to branch out of that little workout room to change not only people's fitness levels, but and have them, melt away, lose inches, burn body fat, and get healthy and all those great things. But we really wanted them to take that, exactly what we had given them and taught them to do. We wanted them to take that out to the field, and ViSalus was the absolute best tool we possibly could think of, because it works for people in California, for people in Canada. We don't have to be in your face, with a workout every morning. So we thought, man, how about just making a serious impact and making the roots start right here? And that's really what just happened. So, guys, what I want to do right now is make sure I bring you up to date on what's really going on. I'm going to get into some figures. Nothing, I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty, but I want you to understand the big picture. Over the last 3 or 4 days, we have experienced anywhere from 25 to 100. Make sure I'm very clear on what's going on, because this is the monthly wrap-up. What we're doing right now is giving you a quick review of what just happened over the month, and giving you a preview of what will happen next month, just based on what happened last month and the month before. We have historical data. I'm not just making stuff up. This isn't pie in the sky. We're giving you the straight scoop, and we're actually creating strategies for every leader on this team. And obviously, you can do whatever you want to do, right? Really, you could take the You could take the shake out of a bag and put dirt in it and sell it. If you want, you can do anything you want. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is make sure that you have the best counsel you possibly could have, you know. And and just like going to the doctor is a consultant, although, you know, of course, we want to listen to our doctor. But at the end of the day, the doctor is the consultant. So, but what we do for you and who we are for you is just that. We are leaders in this business. We've been in this business for approaching 10 years. Not to say that we know everything, not at all. But what we do know is how to successfully do what we're doing, and that is helping people to average, everyday people experience extraordinary results. Okay, that is really what it's about. And when I say extraordinary results, I'm talking on the physical end and the financial end. So what's happened this month? In the last 4 days, like I said, we've the business has gone from 25 to 50, 100% increase. Some people have experienced as much as 100% increase. And what really caused that? It's interesting. I was talking to Alyse about this, and my son Simeon overheard me talking about it. And his question was just why? That was his question. What happened?
Simeon is 7.
Yeah, sorry about that. Simeon is 7. So I explained to him, I said, well, everyone had what we call vacation syndrome. And he looked at me kind of strange, head tilted, you know, sort of like a puppy when you take their food away, you know. So I explained to him, I said, well, you ever notice how whenever we go somewhere on vacation or something like that, within the last few days or last day, we seem to get a lot of stuff done, you know, because we know we have to leave. And once we leave, we know we can't leave these things out of order. So we seem to, for some reason, just make the importance of the same things that we were going to do anyway, or that we typically do, washing clothes, you know, cleaning the house and running errands, all the same things. Not one task is different. Typically, it's not one task. However, right before you go on vacation, how efficient or how productive are you at getting to know? You're going to put together a list of 25, 30 people. Well, imagine this now. What if one person decided to actually call one person a day for 30 days when the other person decided, hey, it's 30 phone calls. I typically make about 10 to 15 a day anyway. And I'm being modest. 10 to 15 phone calls a day. Average person makes a lot more. So the average person is already making the 30 calls a day. They're just not calling the people on their list. So the idea is what you just experienced, and I know you all experienced it to some degree. I had people Facebooking me, asking me, that were, you know, because they're reading the feed, how is such and so doing? What is going on with you guys? Because there's some people, and I'll share this with you, a strategy that we use where we allow people to, you know, invite them into the groups, you know, so they can see what's going on, because they can't believe what they can't see, you know, sometimes. So we allow that to happen. So I'm getting questions from people asking me, how in the world are people going from this to that in such a short period of time? Well, if you want to really know the strategy behind blowing your business up, and when I say blowing your business up, I'm talking about helping a ton of people. Do you know what a black BMW really represents? It represents that you probably helped about 30, minimal, about 30 people get on the right track or lose 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds within the 30, 60, 90 days. You've helped probably about good to 6 to 10 promoters or business people looking to generate income. You've helped them to generate in a minimum a few $100s, right? Some people a couple $1,000s. So once that you hit that point, what that really means is that you've accomplished some very important things. And it's not just about the money, but the idea is, how does that happen? Because what you've just noticed, you've noticed Tammy, she went RD this month. You noticed Renee went RD last month. Ladiva went RD this month, and a different team that you guys don't connect with often, but we have a few other regional directors as well. But this has all happened in the last 60 days. So understand what's happening. The first month, one new person pops out. The second month, you have 4 more pop out. Look what's happening. So everyone is in the line of success. So in order to make that happen, there's some very specific things that you want to keep in mind, okay? This business is not done by the numbers. It's clearly done by the energy, by the love, just like Shelly was saying earlier. I don't want to make it foo-foo, but the reality is every person who's sat down and had a discussion with me about their strategy knows that one of the first things that I ask, tell me about your people. first thing I ask. I don't look at points and say, okay, this person has 4,000 points. They must be your best person. Nope. It's not how we do it. We ask your leaders, your sponsors, to tell us about you. So listen right now, because they're going to be, you want to be talked about in a way that says Eric and Alyse, or whoever it may be, Renee or Shelly or Dar or Ladiva, whatever leader, Cheryl, the number of you out there, Michelle, I can go on and on. I know I'm going to miss some people, but I shouldn't even open that up. But the point is, these people are talking to us about you. These leaders are talking to us about you, and they're directing our focus. This is, as you know, this is it for us. This is our big focus. This is what we do. You want to leverage on our time. So even when you're at work or when you're doing something that doesn't allow you to be plugged in, we're plugged in for you. So when your people, or when your leaders tell us, hey, this person, that person, that's the person that's popping to the top. Now, that's when we actually get with you, because at that point, you're typically going to be at a director level in this business, okay? That might be a write-down for you, because this is important. Once you get plugged in, as you all obviously are, or when you plug your people in, the next step is for us to get them their foundation. Once you get those 3 people in position, your first 3 people, you've now become a director, okay? Now, from that stage there, that's when Alyse is going to work with you and your leader to make sure you get to that point as quickly as possible. And I'll explain why it's great to get there as quickly as possible. I don't mean in a rush. I don't mean necessarily in a hurry. I mean just compressing your time, meaning that why not just do today what you could do today as opposed to spreading it out over a course of 7 days or a month. And I'm going to explain to you the impact that makes in your business, okay? But once you get beyond that director point, 2,000 points, 3 people in your business, 3 active promoters in your business, that's when you guys are going to step over sort of on my side of the fence, because once you start to reach that point, you're on my whiteboard already. So as your points are accumulating, we're literally every day wiping out the old points, writing in the new points. So every time we take a glance at this board, it is pretty much real time. I take a look at the dashboard every hour on hour, without a doubt. Anyone who works with me can tell you. When they call me up, I can typically tell you exactly what your points are, how many people you sponsored, who's the last person you sponsored, a whole 9 yards. What I don't know is what I'm going to ask you first. Tell me about this new person. Tell me about your team. Okay? So the things that Shelly talked about, the things that Dar talked about, the things that Tammy talked about and Alyse talks about every single week, is developing and becoming the person you want to attract. Okay, we're not going to go into personal development at the moment, but the reason why this is something that that should be talked about or discussed tonight is because that 25 to 100% growth that I led with, that I talked about in the very beginning, that was energy. Only thing that changed was energy. That's it. That's the only thing that changed. So here's what we want you to do. Here's what we want you to understand. Everything that was accomplished in these last 4 days can be accomplished in the next 7. Why couldn't they? What's the difference? You have twice as long. Think about it. So I want you to take a snapshot of what your last 4 or 5 days were, because this was a team effort. Things kicked in from everywhere. I couldn't even begin to tell you how many people were involved in it, but I promise you, we really don't have anyone sitting on the bench who's not contributing, okay? So do what you just did in the last 4 days. You got 7 days to do it again. Why? Because we're wrapping up this month. We popped a few more beamers, but next month it's going to be huge on the RDN. And remember, it might not be about the shiny beamer for you, but remember what it represents. And remember, you might have belief, but there's other people out there that needs to see it, needs to touch it, needs to smell it, right? You know it. Most people need to see it before they believe it. Okay, so your personal results, your personal transformation, your personal life transformation, your new car, all these things enable the people who have slightly less faith or a lot less faith than you did. It enables them to have that extra nudge, okay, that maybe you didn't need, okay? But remember, the 25 to 75% growth is going to come into place by you guys getting your people plugged in, and as soon as they get plugged in, before they even get plugged in, getting your people on the phone with your leaders, okay? I mean, the person who sponsored you, or of course, Alyse and myself are always available, okay? Next thing you're going to want to do, as you guys know, get the overview done, have them see the big picture. Real simple. right? It's just a video, 25 minutes. Getting started training, Alyse is going to knock that out of the park as she does every single time. And remember, they need to have seen and have heard what you have seen and heard, because if they see what you see and they hear what you hear, they're likely to think what you thought, which means they're likely to do what you did, which means they'll get the results that you are getting. That's exactly what this is all about. Make no mistake, it's really just that simple. So you just need to do what it is that you're going to ask them to do, that we're actually going to ask them to do. That's the beauty of it. Get them on the phone with us. We're going to ask them to do what's best for them, okay? You have personal credibility with your friends. That's 100% ace in the hole. We have the business credibility, and when you combine the two, you are a rock star, okay? Simple. So after the getting started training, Alyse is going to connect with them just right away. You and Alyse, right, as leaders, are going to get together and help to develop your 3 directors, right? That's the first thing. And in the process, you're becoming a director. So if you're listening to me right now and you have 500 points and you're thinking, what is this dude talking about? I have 500 points. I'm not a director myself. Hey, look, check it out. You're already in. Turn around. There's people behind you waiting to get in and to experience what you've just experienced. If you've been in this business 4 days, you know 1,000% more than someone who hasn't been in this business 0 days, right? So you are a leader. Your number one goal right now is to help develop directors. Even if you're not a director, the best way to become anything is to prepare to bring other people to that place. Trust me, okay? That's what we're doing. Once you become a director, I'm all over it. I will be at your hip, making sure you understand exactly where people are being placed. Your structure will be on point so that your compensation plan will be maximized. There will be no guessing. There will be no trial and error. You would absolutely know why we're choosing this strategy for you, and you will be able to make a decision whether that's something you want to do or not. You always have that choice. But so the way it's going to work is at the end of each month, pretty much going into the last week, just as many of you know, I've already had my one-on-ones with most of you on the call. You know exactly what the strategy is. You knew what it was to close out this month. You know what it is going into next month. We will do this on a weekly basis. We will have these calls so that you guys will be able to kind of get the gist of where we're at as a team. But individually, we will have calls as needed week to week. And, of course, that last week of the month, we're going to get with you again, say here's our wrap-up. This is what we can make happen. This is what we need to do, and this is how we can do it. Let's get going. You see? That's what it is. So so the beauty of this, by approaching this like a business, there is so much more we can do to help so many people. Think about it. You need time. You need resources. You need energy to help people. So even if your goal is to fly to Haiti and dig wells, like Renee and Matt talk about, and Matt's been to Haiti a few times, and Renee brought that to me. I thought, turned my head sideways like Simeon. I thought, well, how much does it cost to build a well? $500. I was like, well, how many people does it take care of? She said, hundreds. I thought, I'm in, right? I didn't have the option to even think like that, years ago. I mean, think about it, right? I mean, it could have been a month ago. But think about this, $356. It's been proven that $356 would prevent 75% of all the bankruptcies in North Carolina. Now, I would tell you, by far, you guys have already made a dent in that in your state, right? So think about it. Obesity, 30% of the people, 30% of our population obese at the moment, approaching 30%. We have over 200 million Americans overweight. And think about this. Our economy right now is, you guys know, it's in the toilet, really. And you've created your own economy, and you have a solution for one of the biggest, second to cancer induced by smoking. Obesity is there. I mean, look what you're impacting. I mean, you can put money in people's hands for losing weight and getting healthy. That's like being a celebrity. Only celebrities get paid to lose weight and get in shape. And we used to pay them. We used to go out and buy the stuff that they're marketing. You guys are in the right place to be. I could go on all night, but the goal was just to make sure you understood, like Tammy said, team, right? We are in this for the big picture, and we're in it for the long haul. We do not make quick nickel decisions. We make the slow down decision, and that's something you guys will learn about us. as you get to know us. And I really want to say I appreciate every single one of you. This has been, when you see videos of me hanging out with Simi and the family and, at the football games and Kobe and Azzy, it's wow. You guys are helping to really make that a reality. And that's been something that's been a dream for me.
Yeah, this is just really amazing, and the same impact that we're feeling in our family, we're really looking to make in as many families as possible because, Eric now has an opportunity to do what he absolutely loves to do and to do it for free, to train people, to inspire people, to change people's lives physically. He always has a personal development twist to every single thing that he does, and starting in November, we're going to be able to offer our fitness program absolutely free to anybody that wants to do it. And ViSalus is the opportunity that has allowed us to do it. Yes. And we want to do that for as many families as possible, even though, some of you guys or your spouse may absolutely love your job and love what you do. How great would it be to be able to do it just because you love it, not because you need to rely on the paycheck to do it? So that's it, you guys. We just really love and appreciate you. We are truly here for you, whatever you need, okay? Obviously, you can connect with me on Facebook. Call me, text me, email me, whatever you need to do. This is a full-time focus over here in the Williams household. All the kids understand exactly what we're doing and why we're doing it, the impact that we're looking to make in our community and beyond. And don't ever feel bad for calling or asking questions or whatever you guys need to do. This is it. This is truly the opportunity that our family has been looking for and the opportunity that we truly hope you guys take advantage of. The biggest thing that you guys can do to really grow your business is to leverage on us. This is not a full-time effort for you guys yet. And go ahead and leverage on us because we can bring both of that to the table. So anybody that has any questions about the product, about the business, please do not try to answer those questions yourself. It would just seem weird, because
well, one thing I did want to share this quick tip, guys, because at least now using this, it works extremely well. On just on piggybacking on what she said, the Facebook customer group and the Facebook promoter group are huge. Anytime I've allowed anyone to take a peek, and to see what's going on in there, it's not been an issue. It has not been an issue. So trust me, less talking, more walking. Let them see it happen in real life. So I just wanted to throw that nugget in there because as you go into this week, you're gonna see a great deal of success with that. If once you open up a conversation and when people want to know whether it works, just connect them in that group, and everyone in that group knows what to do when a new person shows up. So that's a slam dunk for you guys.
Yes, very good point. I mean, everybody's success in this business or on this product is going to be based on them getting the support, motivation, encouragement, accountability that they need. And that cannot come exclusively from you. So we have those groups there exclusively to support and motivate and inspire every single person that you bring into this family. So also use Facebook. Share your progress. I'm telling you. Every week, just make it a point to post, whether it's pounds lost or inches lost, or, we have Robin who, has had chronic neck pain and now does not have neck pain anymore thanks for the BiPAC. Whatever story, you may not say anything right away. You probably will have no idea. Sometimes see the same information over and over again to build their belief level. What are you doing?
I just got to say. I'm looking at it. Michelle is out there, guys. We got a Beamer alert going on. We have Michelle is out there with 11,600 points,
and she has until midnight. It's 8:30.
Wow.
So
Michelle Scott.
Yeah, she's up there in Canada, rocking and rolling, full-time job, kids, and just really wanted to hit Beamer this month. And
it's been a couple months.
Oh my God, yeah. So
congratulations, go girl, go for it.
Big shout out to Michelle. Anyway, that's it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I know typically these are 30 minutes. We went for an hour. Hopefully, you guys got some value out of what we shared tonight. I am recording it. So if you want the copy of the recording or if you want to send it out to anybody on your team that was not on the line tonight, please let me know. I will be sure to get it out there probably, definitely no later than tomorrow morning, maybe even tonight. But that is it. We just love you guys, appreciate you guys. Got it, Shelly. I will send it to you. And let's rock and roll, you guys. Make this the best Christmas ever. Okay, you guys have 90 days to just totally knock this out of the park. So let's rock and roll.
And we'll talk to you in a week. So remember, in a week, it's like you're going on vacation. Do what you just did in the last 4 days. Do it again. You got 3 additional days to do it. Let's go.
All right, you guys. Have a great night. Talk to you soon.